Hey, good morning. This is our Wednesday's video, and if you look at the lesson plans, we're a little bit behind, but I'm going to give you the notes, and then we are going to do a worksheet on producers, consumers, and decomposers. So the first thing I want to draw your attention to is when we went over in the book, we highlighted their definitions. This is on page 132. I had you write in your book that producers, all plants are producers because they make their own food using the sunlight. They get no energy from the water. They really don't get energy from the soil. They use things there, but they actually make their own food. And then animals are all animals consume. They can't really make their own food. And then we've broken them down a little bit further into classifications. Remember when we talked about protists and we saw that weird video, some of those things look like plants and they can make their own food, but yet they act like animals. So don't forget to use your book as a reference. So I'm going to close that and put that out of the way. I am going to set the notes here. Remember, you should have notes 1, 2, and 3. Notes 4, 5, 6, and 7 all would have helped you with those worksheets. And here is numbers 8 and 9. 9 is pretty long, but we just talk about interactions and what predator and prey is. Energy roles was number 9, and producers make their own food. And I think what I'm going to do here that might help you is just draw some plants here. Some chlorophyll plays a very big part in that. Let's see if I can draw some leaves here so that you know that plants do that. And then when you get into consumers, all the different categories of consumers, I really think we're scavengers, believe it or not. And then this idea of decomposers. Now you can pause the video and copy these. I've also attached a copy of my Google Slides that have these on there that I would show you when we were having a classroom discussion. You can look at that also if you wanted, and there's some pictures to go with that. I've also included a video that summarizes a 4-minute video that has pictures of these things here as well. All right, so I'll set that aside, and this is what your worksheet looks like. It's rather simple. Once again, I've put the definitions, a little bit more detail of what these are. Please make sure that you put your name on your paper before you take a picture of it and send it to me. And then all of these, you just have to tell whether each thing below is a producer, a consumer, or a decomposer. So one thing I would do is if I were going to look at letter A here, it says apple tree. I might want to think, is it a plant? If it's a plant, then I know it's a producer. If it's an animal, then I know it's probably a consumer. And if I'm not really sure what it is, then it might be a decomposer. Now I'm going to help you with the one that most people miss. Down here it says mushroom, and we think of a mushroom as a plant. But when you imagine mushrooms in your mind, do they have chlorophyll? Are they green? No, they're non-vascular. They don't have tubes. They don't really transport water very well. And these are what we call fungus. Remember, they have their own kingdom. So I'm giving you the answer for letter C. You would write F or D, not fungus. You would write decomposer here. I apologize. So that's all you have to do today. Make sure you watch that little 4-minute video and do this worksheet and copy those notes. That should take you maybe about 15 minutes, maybe depending on how easy you find this paper. Have a nice Wednesday.